EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play action now. Dart on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground with Scatterbury. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Looking to throw, Dart. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his Dart. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Daniels. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
This will be complete to Mechie. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brings up 3rd and
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80.
Throwing now is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 34.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
We'll give now to Abanikanda. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Daniels. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Get up. 70 Lions.
Filch and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. When the Giants have it, it's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60.
To the air goes Daniels. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Dart. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Touchdown, Giants! Jahan Dotson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Commanders nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. And this is incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
60 Bison. Go.
On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Got it. 70 Timberwolf.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for the corner, and he's got him. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Viking 18.
Daniels looking to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now Daniels. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
Ready! Panther 60, Panther 60.
To throw is Dart. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On first down, right back to Scatterbury. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it second down and 12. Well, they're going to motion Dotson to the left. Working out of the gun is Dart. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Giants, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0.
Commanders nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. Right side complete to Mechie. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And the Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's Daniels. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, here's Abanikanda. Down at the 25.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Back. 70 Lions.
They go play action. Daniels. That one caught by the tight end Bates. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Hard throw, incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And his kick is indeed good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Dart going to look to throw here. He gets this one to Burks. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Dart. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On to punt, Jamie Gillen.
Punt formation for the Giants.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Off the play fake. Daniels shifts past him at the 45. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, go.
To throw is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw, Dart. Going to the right here and finding Burks. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This now a 3rd and 4. Dart going to give to Scatterbury. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
70,
Throwing now is Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmet. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. To the air goes Daniels. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Come on, set. Bronco 80. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmet. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Ready, right?
Back to throw. Daniels. This will be complete to Mechie. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
That's a gain of 8.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Out there
break.
set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
60
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
60. Ready, ready. Hut. Let's go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Now Dart. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Commies. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 2. action. Here's Dart. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
At their own 19-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
70, Viking, 8.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Abdul Carter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
12-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Come on. Check. 70, Timberwolves. Check. Hurt. Ready, ready.
Now Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Daniels going to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Off the play fake. It's Dart. Complete. It's Dotson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Go. Come on. Set. Head to 60. Head to 60.
Going right back to Dotson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go. Viking, 18. Go.
Here's Dart. Now he'll take it, and he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Jackson Dart with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready. Count to 60. Pat, let go.
They go play action. Daniels. This ball caught by Mechie. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Go.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
At their 48-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
Here's Daniels. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 19. Incomplete. It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here we go. Hurt. Cowboy 80. Ready.
On fourth down, here's Daniels. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
An inside run with Scatterbury. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
To throw is Dart. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That third down conversion good for 23.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Second and 7.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10.
Now Jones. And this one's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Throwing Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And this is so uncharacteristic for him this season. Back-to-back interceptions from the guys taking really good care of the ball so far this season. Got to give credit to the defensive coaches, the players on the opposing sideline. Excellent preparation, even better execution.
First down, here's Scatterbo. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60.
Give up the middle, Scatterbo. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now Dart. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 7.
29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Jones. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's caught. This is a Campbell. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Operating from the gun. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And this offense on third down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Here's Abana Campbell. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready, ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Herring. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps. You're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Oh, what a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go, Shaq. Let's go.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. Short throw here to tight end Bates. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. An injury going to pause the game here, and it looks like it's Terry McLaurin who's in some discomfort. Not sure what happened. Hopefully this is nothing major. Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Let's go now. Take off.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's caught by Sennett. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
It's a gain of 18.
60 Bison.
That's another Washington Commanders first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Touchdown, Washington. Ben Sennett from 8 yards out. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Washington will line up with a 2-point conversion.
Jones throwing for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Commanders 19.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Herring. And he stopped immediately there.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here is 3rd and 5. They'll try the left side. Herring. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Take a knee here. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4 and 6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.